Hello friends. Today is Cassia essential oil. If you haven't heard of Cassia, she's in the same family as cinnamon. Cassia trees, so it comes from a tree. They're evergreen trees that can grow up to 65 feet tall. Cassia is also known as the poor man's cinnamon. Often cassia will be replaced and be called cinnamon either in spice form or in essential oil form. They are very similar, they have a lot of similar chemical constituencies, and they do very similar things to us. They support us in similar ways. It's a relative to cinnamon. It is a warming oil. It is less expensive to produce than cinnamon, and it still has a lot of benefits. One of my favorite things about cassia is what it can do for us on an emotional level and bring us from feeling uncertain to feeling bold. It's especially great for when we need to learn how to stand up for ourselves, to speak up for ourselves, especially if we're unhappy with something, or we're shy and we might have a hard time expressing ourselves. Cassia is the oil to help us be more bold and to help us express ourselves. It is a warming oil. It is very spicy and strong. So therefore, it's great for warming cold extremities because it brings circulation to the area. Whenever you use cassia, I want you to make sure to dilute it with some fractionated coconut oil, or if you don't have fractionated coconut oil, any oil. I do recommend fractionated coconut oil because it is much more absorbable for the skin, and it doesn't have a lot of fatty residue, so it won't stain clothes as easily, and it doesn't have an extra odor. But you can use olive oil or something like that, especially if you're using it in cooking. Okay, so cold extremities. If you have cold feet, you suffer from cold feet, cold hands, things like that, cassia, you can dilute some with some fractionated coconut oil and massage it into the areas that are cold. I love using this if you're going skiing, you're cold, use a little bit of cassia, put on some warm socks, you'll feel amazing. It is wonderful relief for upset stomach and vomiting. So that kind of intense upset stomach, again, you can either take it in some water, and if you're gonna take it in some water, even add something fatty to it, maybe like milk or a little bit of olive oil to help dilute it. It does have this wonderful sweet flavor, so you're probably gonna really enjoy the taste of it anyhow. That can relieve an upset stomach. Or you can put some in your hand with some fractionated coconut oil and rub it on the upset stomach, and to help relieve those intense, awful feelings if you're vomiting. Relief from water retention. Again, a wonderful way to do it. You can either take it internally, taste awesome, hot chocolate just on its own. If you like the spicy tea, like Bengal Spice, this is your baby. To help relieve that water tension, especially like around the ankles, things like that, you can massage it, and it helps the body to release that extra water retention. It helps to balance blood sugar levels. If you have issues, same with cinnamon, it helps to balance blood sugar levels. So taking it regularly, it will work better. Any essential oil will have a stronger effect and will work better if you use it daily for a couple weeks, 2-3 weeks, and then you'll find more effects. You might need it to use longer depending on what's going on and how severe your issue is, right? So balancing blood sugar levels, especially if you have sugar cravings. If you're trying to come off of eating too much sugar, this is a great solution. Just have a little bit of this in your water, inhale it, add it to your perfume, and that'll really help with alleviating sugar cravings. It helps to boost metabolism. If you're having a hard time with your metabolism, this is also a great one to use. It helps to increase sexual drive. So of course, anything that is a warming oil is going to help out with that area. Of course, Do not use it in sensitive areas unless it's very diluted. And if you want a recipe for those kinds of areas, you can message me and I'll send you a direct recipe. It is great for cooking or add for teas. And as I mentioned, it's a great emotionally bolding oil to help you feel more secure in yourself. Remember, it is a warm oil, so dilute it. I would love to hear some of your experiences with cassia oil and or cinnamon, and maybe even some of your recipes, since I didn't really mention any. Thank you. Oh, next week is cedarwood.